Hamsaruddin from DTP 5B, number metric 07 DTP 20F1024. Okay, today I want to present to you about tool design project number 2, created by myself. Okay, now I want to explain about introduction. Tool in die make a highly skilled character works in manufacturing industry. Variation on the name include tool maker, die maker, mold maker, or tool jig, and the maker depending on which area and contribution or industry and individual work in. Tool in die maker work primarily in tool room environment, sometimes lately in one room, but one often in the environment with flexible, simple boundaries or production work. They are skilled artisan craft people who typically learn their training touch and combination of academic coursework and which substantial period on the job training that the functional and apprenticeship. They make a jig, feature, dice, mold, machine tool, cutting tools, and other tools used in manufacturing process. Okay, now in this project I have one objective. The objective is product quality. Quality is the trust that ensure consumer review goods from the match and meet their needs. The main goals of the manufacturer is to maintain good product quality, apply design in use successfully, and deliver quality product continuously with the frequent accessory. Product quality increase customer loyalty in earns repeat business along with new customer from referral. Keep it the improve the manufacturer position in the market. Quality delivery result increase safety and reduce liability risk. Okay, now 4.1 about discuss die cutting operation. Okay, now the fundamental of die cutting operation including first plain blanking. Blanking is way of cutting plate material by trimming it from index die. The blanking is usually compressed uniformly, creating a precise degree of flatness. Number 2, Roman 2, piercing. Piercing is shearing process in which the punch and die are used to produce part from coil or sheet stock base product internal hoods and shaft. Okay, Roman 3, lancing. Lancing a press operation in which a single line cut or slit the meat on part where access to ship stock without removing any metal. As a result, a proper lacing engineering method prevents fracturing and improving the sheet metal flow. And Roman 4, cutting and parting. Parting or cutting of is the operation of cutting piece of the sliding glove, and the way touch is the special parting or cutting tool. These tools are generally than blades of HSS, but there are also carbide insert tool available for the task, or you can grind cutting tool out of HSS. Roman 5, notching. Notching is the metal cutting process used on sheet metal and then break stock, sometimes on angle section type. A stringing of patching process is used in a press so as the cut with very clearly down and prevents to the surface work from the edge of back piece. And Roman number 6, shaving. The shaving process, well known as the precious sheet metal die cutting process, the archive, burnish, discharge, that's material thickness. However, in recent years and requirement, the decrease in the flowings on shaving surface has become increasingly straight. Roman, and the last one is trimming. Trimming dies cut away excess and unwanted axial pressure from a part that are usually for last operation format. B. The cutting action in punch and die operation. Okay. The punch contact the workpiece material supported by the die and pressure building across. When the aesthetic limit of the work material is standing, the material beginning to flow plastically. To punch material, that's work material, and the blank is displaced into the die operation corresponding amount. The reduction flow is formed in the top edge from the hole and bottom edge of the blank. Compression of the slag material against the walls of the die opening business and portion of the dies of the blank. At the same time, the plastic flow pulls and material around the punch, causing a corresponding business area of work material. Concentration of the punch pressure then start pressing at the cutting edge and the punch and die until actual cutting addition of pressure will meet and the remaining position of the slag edges will be broken away. A slight tensile bar will be formed along the top edge of the slag and bottom edge from the material. C. Relation between die created with the cutting action and punch and die operation. Too much punch and die creation result in more rebellious development, where the punch rate enter the material and large bursts and the die side. With the proper grindings between the punch and die, there will be minimal rebellious deformation around the holes and the punch into the material. As the punch cut touch the material, it decreases regions of vertical beginning until the fresh line created by the punch meets and facial lines determined as the size of the die, which with time and material breaks, creating holes on the side. There will be minimal growth. And 4.2, expose the types of die in manufacturing process. Okay, you can see the picture. First, blank dies. Second, pressure dies. Third, bending dies. 4, forming dies. 5, driving dies. 6, processing dies. 7, compound dies. 8, combination dies. And the last one is combination dies. Okay, now 4.3, complete and the design. A. Die block. Okay, die block is the flame part of the tool. It's used to cut off from the shock material with the concretion of metal, which is the calling punch. Cutting dies give the required shape of the opening for blanking the pressure holes. The shape of the forming and draw dies are replica of the required shape of component. Okay, B. Punch and punch plate. Okay. You can see the picture. Okay, the method A is the example of the punch with simple shape such as around the square. Such punches vary upon pressure of the welding of the provide a flash in the punch as the punch leverage. The method B is the example of the edge shape punch, which the former by electrical discharge where the machining threads are the cut in the punch fixing to the punch plate baking plate, usually about so that the punch is related. The method C is an example in which the increased sectional area of the punch is revelation large. When the cross-sectional area of the punch becomes large, the backing plate is the eliminated and the punch is directed fixing and punch holder. Okay, now see pilot, shape, and pressure pad. Okay, you can see in the picture. The first picture show about pilot. Okay, second picture show about stripper, and third picture show about pressure pads. Okay, D cross machining involved in die operation. First Roman inclusion. Okay, inclusion is the process used to create objective in fixing cross-sectional profile in passing material trash a die of the design cross-section. Its two main advantage over this manufacturing process is the inability to create very complex cross-section and the works material that's a better because the material incurs only depress and shear stress and also creates element surface finish and giving consecutive freedom from the design process. Drawing is the similar process using the tensile strength of the material and plug the trash die. Its limit the amount of challenge can be promoted in one step. It's limited to separate shape and multiple stages are usually needed. Drawing the main way that proceeding way metal bar ends also between draws. Okay, Roman 2 deep drawing. Okay, the deep drawing process is the framing process which occurs under the combination of tensile and compressed condition of flat stretched metal and framings into the hollow body of the right one side hollow body forms a hollow body which the similar cross section. Deep drawing is when the residue use the sheet material formats. Apart the use the many other section as applied the fashion industry from the manufacturing of car body parts. Okay. Okay, E blank size. Okay, the blank is of the first parameter define the stepping simulation its machining property shape the location in the tools. However, many engineers understand and impact that SMC blank shape and location will be one's final production formings. Okay, F bending methods. Okay, there are 7 typical methods of bending is the industration bending, rotation draw, compressor bending, rods bending, plate bending, point bending, gauge bending, metal bending, and hot bending. Used in industrially is other heating such. Okay, E bending allows and bending pressure. Bending is the manufacturing process that the process V shape, U shape, or channel shape along the straight axis and includes material, most commonly sheet metal. Commonly used equipment include box drill, fence breaking, blades with better edge machine process. Typical product that's made like the box such typical product that's made like this box such as electrical consider and regulator drawing. H percent radiation deep drawing force. Okay, calculate the recursive force a deep draw piece of the sheet metal based on the drawing statins, resin sheet tanks, and eliminate tensile stress of the material. The drawing material of the safety of the drawing operation and the radius of the metal, blank diameter, and the punch diameter for giving material the limited drawing radius. LDR is the measure of the material depth, drawability, and includes of the large blank and complicated deep drawing for the giving patch diameter. Okay, 4.3 perfect 3D design of blanking dice. Okay, Roman first, design a blanking part. Okay, picture 2 show a blanking dice of the blanking part. Show the structure of the materials when blanking dice is the die of the vaccine structure. Okay, picture number 3 show about a detailed drawing of the blanking dice, and picture number 4 show about the assembly of the blanking dice. Picture number 5 5 show about an exploded drawing of the blanking dice. Okay, 4.4 describe and sustainability element to increase tool life and embrace of environment. Okay, optimize your depth of cut. Determine of the optimized depth of cut or DOC with stunning application is largely a matter of how much material you can remove per pass without working a part of the cuts. Increase the OC shall never exceed 1/2 and increase the increased chassis IC. Consider planks videos you feel strong familiar. Here is the US latte operation measure fields rate and increase perforation PIPR while milling the people use increased per minute IPM determined by chip load and tools times and number of steps. Flank wheel is the best wheel to have, so it's good idea for to fit at the approach and cutting tools manufacturer recommending that essentially of course the machine tools is enough humble that you have a frame scope. Okay, now discussion. Okay, from this project I have learned the difference between the tools and die is simply that dies are the subset to tools. All dies are tools, but not all tools are dies. In metal shapings, tools can be almost any mechanical device used to cut, from support or molds metal. For making these articles, a number of operations are performed on the shells like blanking, pressing, notching, shaping, the die design, and the operation infrastructure that sheet metal working. For die design, several metal mixing and taking the consider this unit also deals with design of combined dies and compound dies. Two are more cutting operation are forming in the stroke of the press and one station only. If compound only cutting action like blanking a pressure if impossible. Profits available learn and taking a keywords and blanking is the one separation in which process blank use several. Patching now as the operation which the whole process and unseveral which launch now as the combine of cutting the bending operation. Now and the last one is about conclusion. Okay, in order to ingest a 3D design as optimize a dice manufacturing process, we have a solid 7 dice cutting operation which the plans blanking, pressing, landing, cutting off and parting, notching, savings and turning. After that we have already now a benefit of the tools and die of industrial tools dies and molds are fancy metal and the written goods manufacturing. Tools are usually to cut the forms metal of the other material. Dies a metal form use the shape metal and forging the operation molds. Also the metal uses the shape plastic, chemicals and compressed material. The purpose of the dies substance machine tools use the manufacturing industry cut and upfront material to the shaping and the profile. Stamping dies use a press and operation to drawing dies use the manufacture of white and casting dies use a molding whites are not. So that's all for me. Thank you.